Hey guys, this is DizzyPW with MMOHuts. We're checking out the newest naval boat game on the block. They're bringing back some old concepts with a new spin on it, and we have a member of the dev team here to tell you all about it.
Hi. So Windward was originally started as a game that was inspired by Sid Meier's Pirates. I always liked the game, but I felt that there were some elements in it that did not necessarily belong quite right, and other elements that I wish were there that were missing, like co-op multiplayer, for example, or procedural generation, sandbox mode. You know, something that will let you replay the game several times and still really enjoy the experience. So that's why I created Windward.
All right, fantastic. So going into this game, you're going for a co-op game. What's the business model? What's the plan?
Business model is simple. It's on Steam Early Access right now, and it's just a typical indie game. There are no in-app purchases of any kind. I personally hate those, really, with a passion. It's fully co-op, yes, from the very beginning. You can play just by yourself or with your friends, and there's no limit to how many of them you can have. So if you want to bring 100 of them, you can, although I hope your computer can support that many.
How many have you supported in one map in testing?
We had about 20 people in the same region at the same time. I think there were about 25 in the entire world right then. But the computer, like CPU, it was not intensive at all. It was like 0.2% of the CPU usage. Anyway, you can have a lot more.
Fantastic. And what is the main focus for people getting into the game? Is it all about the PvP? Is there quests and PvE they can go after?
It depends on how the player wants to play the game. If they want to play in a more relaxed atmosphere, they can actually do questing, trading, just exploring. They'll get experience with that. If a player wants to get in on the high-powered action, they can hop into an instance and start fighting pirates.
And in terms of all of this you're doing, how does that impact the progression of customizing and building out your ship?
There's actually you can get experience from combat, and there's a talent tree available with a lot of talents that you can actually obtain. Later on, as you get more talent points, you can actually get into specializations as well. So your typical offense, defense, and support roles, like tank, DPS, healer, you can actually do that too.
And is that based on ship archetypes, or can you build out your core ship towards any of these?
All the equipment that you find in the game, anything from like a new hull for your ship or a new captain to pirate or to captain your ship. That sounds wrong, but anyway, they all have stats on them that actually they're somewhat random, but they can let you build the ship that you want. If you want a ship that has a really long range and does a lot of damage, but it doesn't have a lot of hull, you can actually do that. And there are certain ships in the game that are better suited for that kind of roles.
Fantastic. How about the visual customization of the ship? What can you do to set yourself apart even if you're using the same ship as someone else?
You can definitely customize the look of your ship. Anything on a ship can be changed, from the color of your hull to sails to even the symbol on your sails, or even the pennant flying on top of your main mast.
In terms of the regions, I believe you said they're procedurally generated?
Everything is procedurally generated from the very beginning, yes, but the player is free to modify the world. You can establish new towns, you can deform the terrain to create rivers. A player can also build guard towers to protect the towns, lighthouses to give them sight of the region. You know, it's a sandbox, in essence.
And do you unlock abilities on these ships, like trump cards you can activate?
There are different skills that you can unlock from either items that you find in the world or just from talents that you spend points on.
Looks like a lot of fun, man. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.